Starting a transport company in the UK? Many aspiring entrepreneurs feel overwhelmed by the process. That's why I'm here to guide you step by step and help you navigate the complexities of setting up your limited company. While it might seem daunting, I'll show you it's not as complicated as it seems. Look, I get it. The UK transport industry has huge potential, but there are challenges too. You're probably worried about the financial risks and all those regulations. It's a lot to handle, right? But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll feel more confident about starting your transport business as a limited company. But if you're looking to make the process even easier, cut down on the hassle, and ensure everything is done perfectly from the get-go, I strongly suggest you check out firstformations.co.uk. They're the top company formation agent in the UK, trusted by more than 1 million businesses since 2014. They can have your company registered within 24 hours and provide vital services like business address options and compliance support. These folks really know their stuff when it comes to setting up a UK company, so you can feel confident that your business is in expert hands. You'll find the link to their site in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means that if you use my link, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. This helps me to support my channel. Thank you. And now let's dive in. Key information and tips about the transport business. Okay, let me begin with a few things you need to know to hit the ground running. First off, have you thought about the licenses you'll need, like the vehicle operator license? Licenses are must-haves to operate legally, and it's not just a bit of paperwork, it's your ticket to staying on the right side of the law. Read the government website and consult professionals to make sure you have all the licenses required for your type of work. Now, here's something you should also consider: tapping into niche markets like specialized transport for hazardous materials or temperature-sensitive goods. If your skills match a niche, it could be a real moneymaker with less competition. And don't forget, investing in fleet management software can save you a ton of headache by helping you keep everything running smoothly. Building solid relationships with clients is key too. Consider subcontracting to secure steady work early on. Also, staying on top of industry trends and regulations will keep your business adaptable and ahead of the game. Ready to get started with the main steps? Step 1. Is setting up a limited company the right move? Starting your transport business is an exciting venture, but before you jump into setting up a limited company, let's take a moment to weigh your options. A limited company offers advantages like limited liability, which protects your personal assets, but it's not the only route. Have you thought about operating as a sole trader? It's simpler, but bear in mind, you also bear a personal risk. If you're considering partnering with someone, a partnership might be a better solution. Each structure has its implications for tax, liability, and control over your business. Are you planning to seek funding, or do you prefer maintain complete control? These questions are crucial as they guide you towards the best business structure for your transport enterprise. It might seem like a lot to consider, but getting professional advice at this stage can save you from headaches down the road. So before you start filling out those forms, take a moment to ensure the structure you choose aligns with your business goals and personal circumstances. If you've decided that a limited company is the ideal structure for your business, let's proceed to the next step in establishing your company. Step number 2, picking the perfect name for your company. Now that you're clear on your business structure, it's time for one of the more creative tasks, choosing a name for your transport business. But it's not just about picking something catchy. Your company name needs to be unique within the UK. Have you thought about how your name reflects your brand and services? It should be memorable and convey the essence of your business, but also comply with the rules. For instance, your name usually must end with limited or Ltd. Before you get too attached to a name, make sure it's not too similar to another business's name to avoid potential legal issues. Checking the company's house register is a good idea to see if your desired name is available. Also, steer clear of names that could be considered offensive or misleading, especially those suggesting a government affiliation, unless you have a special permission. And don't forget, while your registered company name is important, you can still operate under a different business name if that suits your business better. Just ensure it follows the same rules. Step 3. Choosing directors and a company secretary. Let's move on to deciding who will steer your company. Every limited company needs at least one director who's legally responsible for running the business. Do you have someone in mind for this critical role? It could be you, or perhaps someone else you trust with the business's day-to-day operations. Directors must be at least 16 years old, and while they don't need to reside in the UK, the company does require a registered office address within the country. What about a company secretary? While it's not mandatory to appoint one, many businesses find it beneficial to have someone handle administrative duties. The secretary can be one of your directors, but they can't be the company's auditor or an undischarged bankrupt, unless they have permission from the court. Even if you appoint a secretary, remember that the ultimate responsibility for the company's compliance with the legal requirements fall onto the directors. So, if you're stepping into the director role, be prepared to be in charge of everything from filing annual accounts to reporting changes to company's house. Step number 4. Deciding on shareholders and people with significant control. Next up, we need to talk about ownership. Who's going to hold the shares in your transport business? If you're the sole shareholder, you retain 100% control. But if you're bringing in others, it's crucial to consider how you will divide ownership. Have you decided how much control you're willing to share? Shareholders have voting rights on significant business decisions, so how you distribute shares can greatly influence your company's direction. You need to decide on the number of shares to issue and what price. Remember, you can set the value as low as £1. It's also essential to identify people with significant control, which includes anyone with holding more than 25% of the shares or voting rights, or anyone with the right to appoint or remove the majority of the board of directors. If you struggle identifying PSCs in more complex cases, you can seek independent professional advice. You will need to maintain a PSC register with their details, and this information must be kept up to date. Being clear about ownership from the start helps to avoid conflicts and ensures smooth business operations. Step 5. Preparing the essential legal documents. Now, let's get your legal documents sorted. These include your Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association, which might sound daunting, but don't worry, I'll help you to get started. The Memorandum of Association is a legal statement where all initial shareholders or guarantors agree to form the company, and it's automatically created if you're registering online. The Articles of Association, however, require a bit more thought. These are the rules that dictate how your company will operate. You can opt for the standard model articles provided by the government, but if your transport business has specific needs, you might want to draft your own. Have you considered what rules will best serve your business? For example, if you're setting up a specialized transport service dealing with hazardous materials, your articles might include specific safety protocols. Taking the time to customize your articles and ensuring they align with your business's operational and strategic goals is worth it. Step 6. Keeping your company's records in order. One of the less glamorous but absolutely vital aspects of running a business is record keeping. You will need to maintain a comprehensive records about your company, including details on directors, shareholders, and any significant decision made. Have you thought about how you will organize all this information? Proper record keeping also extends to financial and accounting records. This includes everything from sales and purchases to assets owned by the company. Why is this so important? Well, His Majesty's Revenue and Customs might want to review your records, and they'll expect everything to be in order. Failing to keep accurate records could result in fines or even disqualification as a director. And here's a key point. You're required to keep these records for at least 6 years, and in special cases, even longer. So setting up an efficient system from the outset is crucial. Whether you're dealing with daily transactions or annual accounts, good record keeping practices will help you manage your business smoothly and avoid any legal or financial pitfalls. Step 7. Registering your company. Finally, it's time to make it official by registering your company with Companies House. First, you'll need to decide on your registered office address. This must be a physical location in the UK and it will be made public, so choose carefully. If privacy is a concern, you could use an accountant or solicitor's address with their permission. You'll also need to select a standard industrial classification code that describes your business activities. There's a list available to help you pick the right one. Don't forget, as a part of the registration process, you'll need to register for corporation tax too. You'll need some personal information, such as your town of birth or mother's maiden name, to complete the registration. Once everything is submitted, you'll receive a certificate of incorporation, officially marking the existence of your UK limited company. And just like that, you're ready to hit the ground running with your transport business. Whether you're moving people or goods, you're now equipped to start building your empire. And that's it. Starting your transport business doesn't have to be complicated. Take it step by step, and you'll be on the road to success in no time. Remember, the right support can make all the difference. So, if you're ready to simplify the process, cut out the stress, and get it done right for the first time, make sure to check out firstformations.co.uk. They've got the expertise to get your company up and running in 24 hours with trusted services since 2014. The link to their website is in the description, just a click away. Now, go make your business dreams happen. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!